Hello, this is the Provoked Prawn, and this is No Man's Sky. This is a video to show you how to find portals on planets within the system that you are located in. The first step to this is to go to the nearest space station and ask for directions from various aliens. You can also do that at trading outposts. Ask for directions until you discover directions to an alien monolith. Now note, it has to be a monolith, it can't be an alien artifact or other alien location. Once you've got access to an alien monolith, if you then travel there, you'll get a number of different options when you interact with the main point here. You can see locate a portal is one of those options. Now this requires alien artifacts or bartering tools that you'll find along the way. So in this case, the one I visited here requires one Gek Relic to be put into the monolith. You can also find other ones which will require a Viking Dagger and a Korvax Cube, I think. You get these by trading with people, so if you go to the trading outposts on the planets, you can usually barter with people when they land their ships and buy them off them. You can also sometimes get them from bartering with people on space stations, and you get given those gifts. So once you've done that, you can then visit the local area, and obviously what Monolith accepts will depend on what area you're in, but it's worth making sure you have a selection of different ones, and then you can find portals in different places quite easily. Once you've done that, you can then learn the glyphs, and that'll make life easier for then engaging with these. So the second stage of this, or a stage of this, depending which order you do it in, is to learn the various portal glyphs. You can see there are a number of different glyphs. There are 16 in total to learn. Once you've learnt them all, and you then discover a portal, you can work out what the portal's glyph sequence is, note that down, and then when you're in another area, you can then travel back to this portal by inputting that relevant glyph sequence. So the way to learn the glyphs, if you don't know already, is to visit space stations and trading outposts. Mostly you'll find them on space stations, but if you go to space stations, you'll notice there's a slightly different alien to the local race. So if you're in a Gek area, for example, you'll notice little short Geks everywhere, but then sometimes there'll be an individual that looks slightly different. Sometimes they have a triangular head, or they have a light source for a head or something. Those guys are called travellers. Now if you talk to those travellers, they'll have a different number of conversation points. The first of which I believe is to give them a nanite clusters. So you give them nanite clusters and they'll give you something in reward. It's like 10 nanite clusters, something like that. But the second option is often ask where they are from. That requires 100 nanite clusters, which is quite a lot, but if you're doing various missions and scanning and uploading discoveries, then you'll soon build up enough to be able to do it. If you give them 100 nanite clusters, they'll then tell you the location of a nearby alien grave. So you go to visit that grave on the planet's surface, and it's a grave of a traveller. Now if you interact with that grave and talk to the ghost of the traveller, they'll then give you access to a glyph. You'll then get that glyph and learn it, and it will go in the collection of glyphs that you know. You need to obviously repeat this process 16 times, and sometimes I think you find that you get duplicate glyphs so it doesn't appear, so you might have to do it more than that. I've learnt, as you can see, I haven't learnt all of them yet, but this is how you access the portal though. Once you've done that, as I said, you go to the monolith, input the whatever requirement it is. In this case it was a Gek Relic, and then you can interact with the portal. You'll see here these are all the glyphs that you need to put in. You also need to charge each of these stations in order to be able to use it, but once you've done that, you can then travel to new areas as long as you know the code. Hope you found this useful.